Today I made 5 kg of Niger jollof rice. Come, let me teach you how I made it. This rice is a 10 out of 10. I'm telling you, it's a 10 out of 10. Hello faves. So into my oil, I use this oil in frying my meats. I added some onions and I let it fry until fragrance. Then I added my tomato paste. Now, this is the tricky part about making Niger jollof. Your tomato paste must be fried. Must be fried. Some will say fry it till it gets burnt. Almost burnt, sorry. But it must be fried. You have to take your time to fry this. Like, be patient enough because this is the base of your jollof. As you can see, my paste is properly fried. And I fried that on a very low heat. Patience is the key. Perfectly fried. Then I added my blended pepper mix. Roasted blended pepper mix. This pepper mix consists of 70% of bell pepper. And the 30% was tomatoes, onions, garlic, and some seasoning. So now, the second part of jollof. This is another crucial part in making jollof. So you have to fry this on a very low heat. In case your heat is very high, make it low. So I'm going to season my tomato base. So right now I added my bay leaf, white pepper. If you're not using white pepper to cook your jollof, I don't know what you're doing. Try adding white pepper in your jollof next time. It brings out this flavor, So I added my white pepper, paprika, mixed herbs, thyme, rosemary, basil leaves. Like, I season with what I like, coriander, some seasoning, this vegetable seasoning, beef seasoning, chicken seasoning. Though I forgot to blend my mix with ginger, so I just added it now. Some blended ginger. Then I gave that a good mix. Added my green seasoning, my homemade green seasoning. I tasted this. The taste was not tasting. I couldn't taste anything. So I had to season again. Now I added some shrimp seasoning. I added about 6 or 7. Then added some salt. And I mixed. So now as you can see, there's no oil on it. The oil in the sauce was not enough to fry it, I guess. Then I added some vegetable oil one more time. But before that, I already reduced my gas to low. My gas has about 9 settings. Like number 9 is the highest. And I fried this tomato base number 3 to see how low I fried it to avoid burning. And I fried this for about an hour while I was doing other things, I mixed, I fried. Now as you can see, the difference is clear. It has become more red, like the moisture has reduced. And right now, you see how perfect the tomato base is. It's flavorful, it's tasty. On to the next part. Into my pot, I added my tomato mix, some meat stock. Because I'm not cooking this 5 kg at once, this particular pot, I cooked about 3.5 kg with this pot. Added my water, give that a good mix. Then I seasoned again. Seasoning. Test as you go. Season, so that you don't serve your guests untasty rice. So I normally season my food properly. I season a lot. If you notice, I use less salt in cooking, especially this jollof rice, because my seasoning contains salt. The same seasoning I used while making the tomato base, I seasoned the same with this particular one. So now I added some salt, poured my rice. So now this is where should I say that this is where the trick is for me? So as soon as I poured my rice, I give that a good mix. And I added some bay leaf again because I love bay leaf so much. So you should always use what you feel is best for you or the seasoning that you like the most while cooking. So I mixed my rice. I let it boil without covering it. Now I mixed it because I want everything to mix together. So I mixed it properly. After mixing, I tasted for seasoning, and I noticed that it needed more seasoning. Then I added some vegetable seasoning or maybe chicken seasoning. Gave that a good mix, because after this mixing, I'm covering the pot until my rice is perfectly done. So now this is another part again that is tricky again while cooking jollof rice, especially the large batch. So you want to make sure that you mix it properly. You want to test for salts. Then now it's time to trap the heat. I used some foil and I covered this pot properly, because right now is the heat that will do the magic. I covered it properly, sealed every area. After that, I used my hand towel, my clean hand towel, to cover it again, because I want to trap this heat. So after about 40 minutes, yes, I opened. As you can see, the rice is already giving. Now I flipped it over. You lift and you flip. Lift and flip. So after mixing this, there's one thing that is missing, and that is the butter. Because there's no jollof without butter or margarine. So when I mixed that, I tasted it. Wow, it's flavorful. It's okay. So I mixed that up one more time. Mixing one more time. And my rice is perfectly cooked too. Because you see, sometimes when there's some jollof that you will eat and some is raw, some is cooked. That is because the heat did not go round. So now I added my butter and some onions. Now I covered it, because this is the time to get the smoke. Like you want to get that spicy, smoky jollof. So I covered it and I increased my heat to maybe high. Yes. And I let it like brown a little. Now you can see the rice is already perfectly ready, cooked, yummy, flavorful. This rice, no do pass like this. So no do pass like this, because this rice is giving what it's supposed to give. As you can see, my rice is not soggy. It is perfectly cooked and it is still grainy. That is the secret of trapping this heat. Yeah. So then I mix that perfectly. Mix it. You have to mix so. Yes. So I mix that, and the rice is really, 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 really flavorful. Everyone loves this rice. Now, one thing again I do with my jollof is I normally reserve my sauce, because I do mix my sauce with my rice to make it even more delicious. You see this part? You have to try it next time while cooking your jollof. Make sure you have enough jollof base. Like normally I don't calculate my jollof base. I just make enough jollof base. So that I could mix it. Now over to the next one. The same thing I did for that one, I did for this one as well. As you can see, the both rice cooked the same, the taste the same. As you can see, for this pot, I made the remaining 1.5 kg, and it came out nice as well. You see this rice? Right now, there's no sauce, so I didn't add any sauce, so, but you can see the color, right? So now I'm still going to enhance the flavor by mixing my jollof base with this rice before pouring it into the warmer. That is how I cook. See them? Perfect jollof. Perfect. Like perfect. This is not basmati rice, so this is our normal long grain rice. Perfect. Perfect. Now I've added my sauce, and I'm going to mix this while the heat is still on. Yes, my heat is still on high heat. And I'm going to give this a very, very good mix for about 2 minutes. Mix it, mix it, mix it, and make sure that there's no moisture in the rice. So this is how I do for my fried rice as well. So you see, looking beautiful. Looking not just beautiful, looking yummy. Like this rice. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy. Now, I've taken this part out in the cooler. I took it out and I added the next batch. That is how I do it. So each one I add to the pot, I will add my sauce and I'll give that a very good mix. I'm going to give that a very good mix. Thoroughly mixing. I'm going to mix that up. Then I'll add it into my warmer. This is how I do for all of my jollof rice. Even the one I cook at home, the one I cook for parties. This is how I do it. So I'm going to mix that thoroughly before adding it into my warmer. And this went through for all of the rice. And the rice was super flavorful. As you can see, mix, mix, mix. Right now, I took out some for my friend because why not? Oh, you're my friend. You eat too. I took out some for my friend. Yeah, and she was so grateful. And as you can see, yeah, everywhere is messy, but it's worth the mess anyways. Because it's not easy. Yeah. I mix that. And mind you, I mix this on when the heat is still on. Yeah. So it doesn't go soggy or it doesn't get spoiled. So I do mix it with heat on for some minutes. Make sure that it goes round and there's enough heat in it before transferring it into my warmer. So faves, will you be trying this jollof rice? Maybe for yourself at home. And I would like to hear your feedback on how it turned out. So yeah. This rice tasted so yummy. Like when I ate this rice the next day, I was like, let me cook this rice because it tasted so good. So good. So now imagine if I were to cook this rice on firewood. So faves, that's all for today for my jollof. Thank you all for watching. See you in my next one. So next time, try this method and you will thank me later. See you in my next one. Bye.